Why? Okay, so this whole thing happens. You get charged. I was actually in the British Isles the day this happened, and I called you. I'll never forget it. And I gave the bad advice I give to everyone who's charged in a political case like this, which is run as fast as you can to a country with no extradition treaty, and don't. Which is an option. Like this whole system is rigged against people who question its most basic premises, as you have. So, why are you submitting? You're choosing to participate in this, to take the risk to submit. Why?
Firstly, because I believe all things are from God. And I recognize that this is what it took for me to accept that my life is not my own, that I belong to a higher calling, a higher purpose. I recognize that. I also recognize that what I demonstrated and how I lived for a long time was wrong. I also believe in trial by jury, as a matter of fact, even though the United Kingdom are trying to obliterate that, and that's not a good sign. They're trying to remove that, except for murder and rape cases, but they are, as well as advancing surveillance technology, facial recognition, digital ID, all of the things you're aware of in the dystopian UK, they're trying to get rid of jury trial. And I believe it is possible to have a fair trial. And I believe it is necessary to confront and stand up and stand firm in your conviction, in this case, in my conviction, about the truth of what I have done and what I haven't done. Because as a Christian, we're all forgiven for all of the things we've done wrong. But you don't need to be forgiven for things you haven't done. And there is, of course, in a way, no choice. You say that, I could go to a place where there's no extradition treaty. And in the moments of my worst fear, those are the kind of things I think about. But in reality, Tucker, it says in here, the book of James opens with, we consider it pure joy when we face trials of any kind. And there's no exemption in the Christian life. It's not like, well, except unless you actually do have a trial, in which case, go and get yourself to Bora Bora, quick, smart. Yeah. This is what I'm called to do. This is what I am called to do. This is what we are being called to do.